All right, let's dive into another deep dive. Today, we're tackling passive income, something I think we're all pretty interested in. And we've got two great YouTube videos to help us out here. We've got Nisha's 7 passive income ideas, how I made $19 in a week. And then we have Ali Abdal's 9 passive income ideas, how I make 27Ks per week. So both of these are chock full of information and real world examples. And one thing that really stuck out to me in both of these is this side hustle assessment matrix. Have you ever come across anything like that?
Yeah, it's a really great framework. It really makes you think about all of the effort involved, rather than just being swept away with this idea of just like easy money. It makes you consider the startup difficulty, the realistic potential to earn that first $100 a month, and then importantly, the ongoing effort to maintain each of these income streams.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in the hype, right? Like, oh, I'm just going to be sitting on a beach somewhere and my money's going to be magically multiplying. But both Nisha and Ali, they're very upfront about the work involved, even for the most passive ventures. So speaking of which, let's start with a classic. Rental income, it's always a hot topic, but is it all it's cracked up to be?
Well, it's certainly been the traditional path for a lot of folks looking into passive income. Owning
Right.
physical property can be lucrative, but as both YouTubers point out, it comes with a whole host of challenges, right?
Yeah.
You got down payments, credit score hurdles,
Yeah.
sourcing the right property, and then, of course,
Yeah.
the joys of being a landlord.
Oh, yeah, leaky faucets at 3 a.m. Not exactly the relaxing beach life. So what about REITs, real estate investment trusts? These seem to be the go-to alternative these days.
REITs definitely offer a more accessible way to tap into the real estate market. So
Mhm.
rather than owning the property directly, you're buying shares in a company that manages a portfolio of properties. But even here, it's important to manage expectations. Niji gives the example of Segro, a European REIT with a 3.4% return. So to earn just $140 a month from that, you'd need a $50,000 investment.
Okay, so not exactly passive income for beginners then. It seems like a decent option if you have, some capital to work with, but not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. Now, this next category really sparks my interest. We've got this creatorpreneur, a blend of creativity and entrepreneurial hustle.
Ah, the creatorpreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating evolution of the entrepreneurial spirit, I think. It's not just about creating content because you love it. It's about harnessing those creative skills to build a sustainable business. And it really requires a certain mindset, a willingness to think outside the box and
Right.
turn that passion into profit.
For sure. And Nisha's journey is a perfect illustration of that. She spent 10 months just like pouring her heart into creating YouTube videos before she even qualified for monetization. That's dedication. But now, her older videos are generating hundreds of dollars daily. So it's like her past efforts are still working for her. Pretty sweet deal.
It really highlights a crucial point there, is the power of playing that long game. Both Nisha and Ali emphasize that building a successful online business, whether it's YouTube or another platform, takes time and consistency. It's about creating valuable content that resonates with your audience and nurturing that connection over time.
Absolutely. And speaking of YouTube success stories, let's not forget Ali Abdaal earning $405 million last year from YouTube and only working like a few hours a week. That's a whole different level.
It is really inspiring, isn't it? It shows what's possible when you combine passion, expertise, and smart strategies.
Hmm.
But he didn't achieve that success overnight. It took years of consistent effort, building his audience, refining his content.
Hmm.
It's a testament to the power of persistence and a deep understanding of that platform.
Okay, so we've seen how creators can leverage their platforms for passive income. But what about taking it a step further? Creating online courses? It seems like a pretty natural progression. You can package your knowledge into a product that people can purchase and learn from.
Online courses offer amazing potential for scalability and passive income. Once you create the content, you can sell it repeatedly, reaching a global audience without being limited by time or location. Nisha shares this story of Kat Norton, who went from viral Excel tips on TikTok to building a $1 million online course business in just her first year.
Wow. From TikTok to $1 million business. That's amazing. What do you think is the key to that kind of success in the online course world?
Well, one key factor is identifying a valuable skill that you can teach, something people are willing to pay to learn, and then choosing the right platform to host and market that course. There are tons of options out there. You've got established platforms like Skillshare and Udemy, or you could even create your own website and market it directly.
So you need a valuable skill and a platform. Makes sense. Okay, now let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about something a little more traditional, dividend investing. It always seemed a little intimidating to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I can understand why it might seem daunting at first. But the core concept is actually pretty simple. You buy shares of a company, you essentially become a partial owner. And if that company makes a profit and decides to share that profit with its shareholders, you receive a dividend. It's like you're getting a little piece of the pie.
So, instead of just hoping the company's stock price goes up, you're actually getting a share of their profits just for owning a piece of the company. That's pretty cool. But how do you even know which companies to invest in? It seems like a lot of research.
You're right. Kicking individual stocks for dividends requires research. And it does carry inherent risks, of course. You need to understand the company's financial performance, its dividend history, and its future prospects. It's definitely not a set it and forget it kind of approach.
So if you're not, a financial expert, what are the options? Is there a way to simplify dividend investing and make it more passive?
There is. Both YouTubers recommend index funds as a more passive and diversified alternative. So instead of picking individual stocks, you invest in a basket of stocks that tracks a specific market index, like the S&P 500, for example. This spreads your risk and requires less hands-on management.
That sounds much more manageable. You're not betting on a single company, but you're betting on the overall performance of the market. And the beauty of it is you can automate that process, invest consistently, reinvest those dividends, and it's all for long-term growth, kind of like setting your money on autopilot, right?
Exactly. And it highlights a crucial principle of successful investing, I think. Patience and consistency. It's not about trying to time the market or chasing short-term gains, but steadily growing your wealth over time, like planting a seed and nurturing it over time, allowing it to grow into a mighty tree.
I love that analogy. Speaking of things that can grow exponentially, how about digital products? This category seems so vast. We've got ebooks, downloads, website themes, presets. uh, the possibilities are endless.
And that's what makes it so exciting. The potential for passive income with digital products is huge. Nisha highlights the low cost and high scalability. She shares this incredible story of Steve Schoger, who packaged his design expertise into an ebook and made $2.3 million from it.
Whoa, $2.3 million from an ebook. Now we need to dig into this a bit more. What do you think made his ebook so successful? Was it just the topic, or was there something more to it?
That's a great question. It's not just about the topic itself. It's about how you present it, market it, and provide real value to your audience. Steve Schoger is a renowned designer. He has a strong online presence. He's clearly skilled at creating high-quality content that people are willing to pay for.
So he already had an audience who knew and trusted his work. And then he combined that with a valuable product that addressed a specific need. That's like the perfect formula for digital product success.
It highlights the importance of building a strong foundation, establishing yourself as an authority in your niche, and creating products that genuinely solve problems for your audience. It's about providing real value, not just chasing quick profits.
Right. And speaking of real value, this next passive income idea is one that Nisha has firsthand experience with. And the numbers are pretty impressive. We're talking affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing is a fantastic way to leverage your platform and your audience to generate income. By promoting other people's products or services, you earn a commission on sales generated through your unique affiliate link. So it's a win-win situation for you and the company you're partnering with.
Yeah, Nisha revealed that she earned $19,000 in a single week through affiliate marketing combined with YouTube AdSense revenue. Pretty incredible, but she's also very transparent about the effort involved. It took her a year to build her platform and her audience to reach that level of success.
That's an important point. While affiliate marketing can be really lucrative, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time and effort to build a loyal audience that trusts your recommendations. It's about creating valuable content that attracts and engages people who align with your niche and interests.
It's about building trust, providing value, and being authentic in your recommendations, not just pushing products you don't believe in just for a quick commission.
You hit the nail on the head. Authenticity is key in affiliate marketing. Your audience can sense when you're not being genuine, and that can really erode their trust. It's about finding products and services that you genuinely believe in and that align with your brand and your values.
Now, let's talk about an approach that seems to bridge the gap between service and product. Productized services sounds intriguing, but I'm not sure I fully grasp the concept.
So think of it this way. You take a traditional service, something you might typically offer on an hourly basis, and you package it into a standardized, repeatable product. This allows you to scale your offerings, reach a wider audience, and generate income without trading your time directly for money.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal. Can you give me a real-world example?
Absolutely. Nisha shares the story of a friend who was a personal trainer. So instead of being limited by the number of clients she could see in a day, she transitioned from hourly sessions to a subscription-based workout app. She created a library of workout videos, developed a structured program, and now she has thousands of subscribers paying a monthly fee to access her expertise.
That's brilliant. She essentially created a system that allows her to earn passive income while helping people achieve their fitness goals. And it's not limited to personal training, right? I imagine you could apply this to coaching, consulting, all sorts of service-based businesses.
Absolutely. The key is to identify a service that you can standardize and package in a way that provides consistent value to your clients.
So you're essentially automating the process, creating a product that delivers your expertise without requiring your direct involvement in every transaction. That's a powerful concept.
It highlights the importance of thinking creatively about your skills and offerings. How can you take what you already do well and package it in a way that creates more leverage and scalability?
That's a great question for everyone to ponder as we continue this deep dive into the world of passive income ideas.
It's really interesting, as we dig into these different passive income ideas, this idea of building an audience just keeps coming up. Both Nisha and Ali, they really emphasize that, no matter what method you're using.
Yeah, it really is like a common thread through all these different approaches, whether it's, YouTube videos, podcasts, ebooks, even building a paid community. Having an audience that knows you, likes you, trusts you, that seems so crucial.
Yeah, and it's not just about having a bunch of followers, right? It's about cultivating that real connection with people who resonate with what you offer, consistently providing value, and establishing yourself as like a go-to source of information or inspiration within your niche.
But that takes time and effort, right?
Yeah.
I think it's easy to get caught up in this allure of passive income and forget that building a loyal audience is anything but passive.
You're absolutely right. Building an audience requires a deep understanding of your target market, a clear content strategy, and a consistent commitment to creating high-quality content. It's about showing up regularly, engaging with your audience, and building that trust over time.
Like we saw with Nisha's story with affiliate marketing, it took her a year of building her YouTube channel and audience before she really started seeing those results.
Exactly. And even then, maintaining that level of success requires that ongoing effort, nurturing the relationship with your audience, adapting to changes in the digital landscape, staying ahead of the curve.
So for someone just starting out, where do they even begin? How do you build an audience from scratch?
Well, I think the first step is identifying your niche. What are you passionate about? What unique knowledge or skills do you have that you can share with the world? Once you have that clear understanding of your niche, you can start creating that high-quality content. That provides genuine value to your target audience.
Yeah, it's not just about creating content for the sake of it, right? It's got to be something that people actually want, something that solves a problem, provides a solution.
Precisely. And then it's about consistency. Whether you're posting videos, writing blog articles, sharing social media updates, establish that regular schedule that your audience can rely on.
It's about building that trust and establishing a rhythm, right? People need to know what to expect from you and when to expect it.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment with different platforms, different content formats. See what resonates best with your audience. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
This whole conversation really highlights the importance of patience and persistence, doesn't it? It's about playing that long game, consistently showing up, focusing on building that loyal following that trusts you and values your content.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's about shifting your mindset from those quick gains to that long-term sustainability. Building an audience is an investment. And the dividends, both financial and personal, be incredibly rewarding.
Absolutely. Speaking of rewards, let's dive into some specific methods for monetizing an audience. Once you've built one, we've already talked about affiliate marketing, paid memberships. But there are so many other avenues to explore.
Absolutely. And the beauty of having a dedicated audience is that it really opens up so many possibilities. Have you ever thought about sponsorships?
Sponsorships, yeah. Like brands paying you to promote their products or services to your audience seems like a natural fit for content creators, especially YouTubers and podcasters.
Exactly. Sponsorships can be incredibly lucrative, especially if you have a large and engaged audience that aligns with the brand's target market.
But How do you even find sponsors? Do they just like magically appear once you hit a certain number of followers?
Not quite.
Yeah.
It does take a bit of proactive effort. You need to build relationships with brands,
Yeah.
showcase the value you can bring to their marketing efforts, and demonstrate that your audience is a good fit for their products or services.
So it's not just about having a big audience, it's about having the right audience. It's almost like creating like a marketing pitch for yourself.
You're absolutely right. You need to present a compelling case, highlighting your audience demographics, engagement rates, and overall brand alignment. You're essentially selling the value of partnering with you.
Okay, so let's say you've managed to secure a sponsorship deal. What are some best practices for promoting the brand to your audience, but in an authentic and engaging way?
Well, I think transparency is key. Your audience needs to know that you're being compensated, but it shouldn't feel forced or inauthentic. Choose sponsors that align with your values and that you genuinely believe in.
It's about maintaining that trust, right? They need to know you're still recommending things because you believe in them, not just because you're getting paid.
Precisely. And when it comes to integrating that sponsored content, do it seamlessly. Weave it into your usual content format so it feels natural and engaging, not like a jarring advertisement.
Be upfront about the relationship. Disclose it's a paid promotion.
Absolutely. Transparency is so crucial for maintaining that credibility in your audience's trust.
All right, let's move on to another monetization avenue. One that I find particularly exciting, merchandise. I love seeing creators launch their own, branded t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, phone cases. It's just a really cool way for fans to show their support and connect with the creator on a deeper level.
Yeah, it's a great way to tap into that enthusiasm of your most dedicated fans. Merchandise sales can generate a really significant income stream, especially if you have a strong brand identity and, high-quality products that people genuinely want to wear or use.
But it seems like there's a lot involved in launching a merchandise line, right? It's not just about like slapping your logo on a random product.
You're right. It does require careful planning. From product selection and design
Yeah.
to production and fulfillment, you need to think about your target audience, their preferences, and what types of products they'd be most likely to buy.
And quality is crucial, right? You don't want to disappoint your fans with like shoddy merchandise.
Exactly. Investing in those high-quality materials and production ensures that your merchandise represents your brand well and provides a positive experience for your customers.
It's all about building a brand people are proud to wear and support. All right, let's explore an avenue that seems particularly well suited for creators who've established themselves as like experts in their field, consulting or coaching.
So this is where you can leverage your expertise to provide personalized guidance and support to individuals or businesses. It's a fantastic way to monetize your knowledge and skills while directly impacting the lives and success of others.
It seems like a natural progression for creators who have built a following based on their knowledge and their expertise. People who trust your content, your insights, they're much more likely to seek your guidance on a more personal level.
Precisely. But how do you make that transition, from creating content for a general audience to offering one-on-one consulting or coaching services? It seems like a big leap.
It does, yeah. Where do you even begin?
Well, it starts with clearly defining your services and your target market. What specific problems can you help people solve? What kind of individuals or businesses would benefit most from your expertise? Once you have that clear understanding of your niche and your offerings, you can start creating a compelling offer that outlines the value you bring and the results that clients can expect.
So it's about like narrowing your focus, positioning yourself as that go-to expert for a particular problem or need. And this is where your existing content can really be valuable. You can use it to showcase your expertise, attract potential clients.
Absolutely. Your content serves as a portfolio of your knowledge, your skills, demonstrating your credibility, building that trust with potential clients.
It's like having a pre-built track record of your expertise and insights. Okay, now let's talk about an avenue that's becoming increasingly popular. In the digital age, speaking engagements, it seems like every conference, every summit, every workshop, they want to feature creators and influencers as speakers these days.
It's a great opportunity to share your insights, connect with a wider audience, and really establish yourself as a thought leader. And, of course, it can be quite lucrative.
But how does one even get into the world of public speaking? Is it as simple as, creating a speaker profile and just waiting for the invitations to roll in?
It's rarely that simple, unfortunately. It does require actively seeking out those opportunities, building a compelling speaker reel that showcases your style, your expertise, networking with event organizers.
So it's about putting yourself out there, demonstrating your speaking skills, proving that you can deliver valuable content to an audience.
Exactly. And as your speaking experience grows, you can command higher speaking fees, making it a potentially lucrative income stream.
It really is incredible how many different ways there are to monetize an audience. It's inspiring to see creators and entrepreneurs leverage their passions and their skills to, generate income and just make a living doing what they love.
And what's remarkable is that, these methods aren't mutually exclusive. You can combine several approaches to create a diversified income stream that aligns with your interests and goals. So you could have sponsorships on your YouTube channel, sell merchandise related to your niche, offer online courses based on your expertise, and even incorporate affiliate marketing into your content. The possibilities are endless.
Exactly. It's about building that portfolio of income streams that provides both financial stability and creative fulfillment.
And I think this really underscores the importance of viewing audience building as that long-term investment. The more you invest in nurturing your audience and providing value, the more opportunities will open up to monetize your efforts in authentic and sustainable ways.
That's a really powerful takeaway. It's about shifting that focus from quick wins to building that solid foundation for long-term success. But as we talk about monetization, it's also important to address the ethical side of things. Both Nisha and Ali, they touched on this in their videos.
You're absolutely right. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of making money and lose sight of the importance of being ethical and authentic in your dealings with your audience. At the end of the day, without their trust, your whole business model crumbles.
So how do you strike that balance then? How do you monetize your audience without compromising your integrity or their trust?
Well, I think transparency is paramount. Your audience needs to know if you're being compensated for promoting a product or service. So always disclose any affiliate links, sponsored content, or paid partnerships, clearly and honestly. Don't try to hide it or disguise it as organic content.
Right. Maintain that open and honest communication. They need to know that you're being upfront with them, that you have their best interests at heart.
Exactly. And, don't just promote anything that comes your way. Be selective. Choose partnerships and promotions that align with your values and that you genuinely believe will benefit your audience.
Authenticity is so crucial. Your audience, they can sense when you're not being genuine, and that can really damage their trust.
Absolutely. Recommend products or services that you genuinely use and believe in. Don't promote something just because it pays well, if it doesn't align with your brand or your audience's needs.
Yeah, this ethical approach not only protects your reputation, but it strengthens that bond with your audience, fosters that sense of trust and loyalty. That can really lead to long-term success. You're building a sustainable business model based on integrity and genuine value, rather than chasing quick profits at the expense of your audience's trust.
You've summed it up perfectly. So as we transition into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to think about this. How can you apply all of these insights to your own aspirations?
That's a great question for you to ponder. As we move into the final stretch of our exploration of passive income ideas, it's really interesting how both Nisha and Ali emphasize the importance of mindset when it comes to building passive income streams.
Yeah, it's not just about knowing the strategies or the tactics. It's about having the mental fortitude to actually see it through. They both talk about patience, persistence, embracing the long game. It's not a quick fix. Building a successful passive income stream, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistent effort and dedication.
Yeah, it's that shift in perspective, moving away from the quick wins, instant gratification, embracing that idea of sustainable growth over time.
Exactly. It's about building that strong foundation, creating something valuable, nurturing your audience, playing the long game.
Which requires a certain amount of resilience, wouldn't you say?
For sure.
There will be setbacks, challenges, moments of doubt. How do you navigate those rough patches?
Well, I think, building anything worthwhile takes effort. It's not always going to be easy, but it's about reframing those challenges, seeing them as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than letting them completely derail you.
And both YouTubers also talked about adaptability, right? The online world's constantly changing. What works today might not work tomorrow. So how do you stay ahead of the curve?
Well, I think that's where having a growth mindset becomes so important. being open to new ideas,
Mm.
experimenting with different approaches, continually learning and adapting.
Embracing that change as an inevitable part of the journey, rather than resisting it.
Precisely. And being willing to, step outside your comfort zone a little bit. Try new things, refine your strategies as you go.
Yeah, this whole conversation has really highlighted the fact that passive income isn't really about being passive. It's about being proactive, strategic, continuously striving to improve.
You have the nail on the head. It's about taking control of your financial future, leveraging your skills, your passions, building something valuable that generates income, even when you're not actively working.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of passive income ideas, what final thought would you leave our listener with?
Well, I'd encourage our listener to imagine their ideal passive income stream. What would that look like? What skills or passions could they leverage? What value could they offer to the world? And most importantly, what's one small step they could take today to bring that vision closer to reality?
That's a great question to reflect on. And remember, building those passive income streams, it's a journey, not a destination. It takes time, it takes effort, and the right mindset. But with dedication and persistence, you can create a future where your income works for you, even when you're not working for it. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.